Welcome back to the RPNcast, hosted by me, Reese Smith. Now, I took advantage of my holiday break, caught up on sleep, spent some time with family, was in the gym for those 2 weeks of the holidays. But I was also developing plans for 2025, so if I am 13 days late, Happy New Year. Today is a very special episode, first of many, as I will give you guys an update on Chambersburg's own Emily Forrester and how she's doing at Long Island Lutheran. So, without any other yapping going on, let's just get into the episode. Yeah, so a bit more on Long Island Lutheran, who is more known as LuHi. But LuHi is a prep school in the Long Island area, specifically Brookville, New York. Some of their program history consists of 5-time New York State AA champions. They were also the Nike TOC champions in 2022. They finished in the Final Four of Chipotle Nationals last year, seeing the game on ESPN against Montverde Academy. Again, Montverde eventually went on to win Chipotle Nationals, three-peated, but the game was crazy. It came down to a buzzer beater. Things happened, and the Crusaders have also fleshed out some McDonald's All-Americans too. Some notable alumni who you guys might have seen on TV already. Paris Clark was a monster in high school. She's at the University of Virginia. Kate Koval is a freshman at Notre Dame, playing with Hannah Hidalgo, Olivia Miles. The Fighting Irish have been electric this year. Kaylee Heckel, who's a freshman at USC, plays with Juju Watkins. She made a lot of great plays against my Terps last week ago. I'm still heartbroken by it, but again, it's been a phenomenal year for my Terps too. And this lady has created some buzz for herself. But Silas Swords, the Canadian freshman at the University of Michigan, I'm seeing her tape. I'm seeing tweets pop up with her on Twitter. She's the real deal. That's all I could really say in that respect. But Emily Forrester getting to LuHi was a shock to me, but again, I wasn't as surprised. She committed there in late August, early September, but it was the best situation for her to grow as a college recruit. And unfortunately, Chambersburg girls program is not competitive. It's not up to standard, and that's no disrespect towards the Trojans, but when you get a prep opportunity like this to join a top 5 team in the country and to get out your comfort zone, to develop, to gain some independent skills, away from the court, you can't pass up on this, right? That's much there is to it. But even looking at Emily's freshman year at Chambersburg, 11 points per game, 200 rebounds, made Penn Lives, all defensive team, newcomer rookie team, and was featured on the girls basketball Big 15 list as well. Now I will go more into LuHi's current season, but they are definitely shaking it up and remain unbeaten at the moment. So let's just dive into it. Taking a look at the 2025 Crusaders, to date, they are at 11-0 in their record. Notable wins: Bishop Ireton from Alexandria, Virginia, the DMV area; Palm Bay in Florida; Perkman Valley from PA, stars Grace Galvey, another one of my players; Red Bank Catholic from Jersey; and then the Bullis School, who they just recently beat this past weekend to go to 11 wins on the year. Even looking at some of the team, Savvy Swords, who is the younger sister of Silas Swords, She is currently a 5-star in ESPN's 2026 rankings. Seeing a bit of savvy, big, down low, has footwork for days, can score at will through a mismatch. She's also real patient within her face-up game, which is something I like, as a lot of bigs like to just plow through people and muscle their way through. But Savvy looks very skilled seeing her game so far. And, I've heard she also has a great head on her shoulders and a future for herself. But it's one of the notable pieces on this Crusaders team. Even going down the line, Olivia Jones. Not my Olivia Jones from my hometown who's going to Harvard 2025, but this Olivia is a 4-star in ESPN's 2026 rankings. Numerous offers, but have heard that she's been getting active this season, so shout out to her. Emily McDonald is new to the LuHi squad, from New York, 2026 recruit. Has offers from Michigan, Baylor, Maryland, and more. Real smooth game as a guard. She can get active on the wing where she can create her own shot, or can actually roll off screens and shoot off the ball. But I love her game from what I'm seeing so far. More so going into more 2026s along the way. Sanai Green, 4-star, ESPN, holds offers from Duke, LSU, Tennessee, and more. Another addition to this team. And Sanai Williams. Sanai is a 4-star 2026 recruit. Numerous offers as well. I'm not going to explain more. Everybody on this team is just superstars, really. But that's more so some of the pieces surrounded around Forrester. Now, going into Forrester's sophomore season, it's definitely been an adjustment year from her joining an already top 4 national girls basketball program within the ranks, but I believe that she has handled her situation to the best of her ability. Looking at some notable games from her performances on the schedule, this past weekend against the Bullis School in a win, she had 13 points and 8 rebounds, was real active. Olivia Jones was getting her the ball. Taylor Brown, who's also a notable Division I recruit in the 2027 class, found her as well. But she was doing real work against the Bullis School this past weekend. And again, she is of the Lutheran organization, so it felt more, I don't want to say a homecoming for her, but she popped off when needed to, as she got used to the DMV area, and that's just kind of like her backyard, you feel me? But even this previous weekend, the last weekend, Red Bank Catholic, she had 11 points, 6 boards. When they played Palm Bay in Florida, 8 points and 11 rebounds. And when they went all the way out to Hawaii to make the trip, 10 points, 7 boards, and 4 blocks type of game against Punahou. Hopefully I said that right, but they are from Hawaii as well. To even talk more from what I've seen on Forrester's role within this LuHi program, definitely a role player for sure. And when you're coming from your hometown and you're so used to being the best one on your team, to now transferring over to a program who already has the depth and talent there, it's always going to be an adjustment at first. And I believe she's handled it well, especially knowing, okay, I'm new, I just have to play my role, do all the little things to make myself appeal. Because with her being 6'4", you can't teach height, or it's like you're not going to miss her if she's just rolling on the bench. Like that's not going to happen, right? But she's gained her minutes over the season, has been real well, finishing within the dunker spot. Obviously, I know Forrester cannot dunk. She is not JJ Kelly from her hometown. But again, she's finished real well near the basket. rebounded the ball well too, and is getting more nastier and sending shots and just being a paint protector per se. Even away from the basketball, 11-0 looks nice. From what she's told me, she even likes the LuHi environment. She's getting a top-notch education at a private school. She's on a college prep type of schedule where, most days, especially in the preseason, numerous workouts a day, and then going to class, and then, that's pretty much your life right there. I believe in season, most programs only have those one practices in the afternoons, and then that's it unless they do night stuff. But again, she's on the college prep schedule now, to even making the sacrifices of leaving family, especially in a small town like Chambersburg, and going all the way out to Long Island, a pretty big city area. It was right next to New York City as well, somewhere she's never been before. She's gaining those independent skills where she's on her own, especially being a 15-year-old kid. I can't imagine, that would be pretty scary for me. And it's not just starting over, but you being on your own and starting over. This only makes her much stronger for when she has to go out into the real world, at a school, or maybe even beyond basketball. But now this teaches her how to navigate, as an individual, as a student athlete, even just being a teenager. And again, she has to learn how to make those right decisions, which she is a very high character kid. But again, being on your own like this at a prep school, I believe it doesn't get talked about enough. But most of these kids are really teaching themselves how to grow up when they're becoming independent. Emily Forrester has made the most of her situation so far. I always tell her I'm proud of her for the little steps that she is taking. She has matured a lot between her freshman to sophomore year now. But, I'm very proud of her for making this career change. She's handled it well within her academics, within her play. But, yeah, that's all really much I can say about the situation. But LuHi is rolling right now, 11-0. They have a game coming up soon, hoping to go 12-0. Emily is gaining these new experiences, so I'm more excited to see what comes about in the second half of the season, to get down to Chipotle. Hopefully the Crusaders are able to win a championship this time and prevent Montverde from doing so. But yeah, I'm very excited for her and the team. So I love what I'm seeing, and best of luck to LuHi throughout the rest of the year. I can't thank you guys enough for tuning in to the RPNcast. I love hearing the great reviews of my new channel and trying to develop something away from articles, interviews. I'm always trying to switch the marketing up now and to experiment in a way, right? But I'll have much more content like this coming soon to catch up on things. All RPNcast episodes will be on YouTube and Spotify. To follow the RPN Factory, Instagram at my RPN Life, Twitter at Reese John, Reese JAWN, and always feel free to check my site as I'm dropping surprises here and there. Plan to do a lot more soccer coming up soon, but you never really know with me and what I got up my sleeve. But all the times I think about going away, the support always brings me back in, as being a one-man show it can get pretty hectic. But again, thank you guys for all the support. I appreciate all the good and the bad, but even the new experiences as well. But thank you guys as always, and see you soon.